It's about time. Been waiting for your call.
They caused a hell of a mess in Moscow. Was it worth it?
Adler managed to get the list of sleeper agent names, despite himself.
Bell did well.
Getting too comfortable.
Perhaps.
Turns out, Operation Greenlight. Theodore Hastings, based out of Salt Lake City.
And you believe Hastings
is already underway. It's only a matter of time before he leaves. Available? Yeah.
KGB headquarters in Moscow. The sleeper agent records are stored in the archives 100 feet below ground in a nuclear defense command bunker.
Your only way in or out is through this high-security elevator.
We'll need proper credentials. That's where our asset Belikov comes into play. Belikov has been our source inside the KGB for nearly a decade. He'll get us in. He came through for us in Yamantau. He'll do it again.
This shit is crazy, even by his standards. You sure he's on board?
An immediate nuclear threat warrants every risk at this point. I'm sure he wouldn't disagree. Sims, get Belikov on the line.
Алло, Беликов на трубке.
Извините, я думал, что это посольство Сингапура. We're almost to the tunnels. Did you get access to the bunker? There's always a problem. Solve it. We're getting the files in that bunker. Do whatever it takes. And one more thing. One of our East Berlin informants recently switched sides and fled for Moscow. We have reason to believe he's in the Lubyanka building today. He knows too much about our Berlin network. I'm thinking an early retirement. Good man. Now I know why Hudson thinks so highly of you. We'll meet you at the basement entrance once you have the bunker key.
Comrade Belikov, you've been summoned to the conference room upstairs. Secretary Gorbachev is here from the Central Committee.
I'm sorry. We just have to come back. Did the general come through here? And this is as far as I can take it today.
Comrade Belikov, have a seat. General Secretary Brezhnev has taken an interest in the new security development. There's a mole within the KGB. The committee wants someone from the first Chief Directorate to oversee Colonel Kravchenko's investigation. If you've not met him already, this is Imran Zakayev.
Thank you, Secretary Gorbachev. And thank you all for welcoming me with open arms. I can think of no greater tragedy than a home violated from the inside. The trust and love within a family is sacred.
Apparently. Not everyone shares your beautiful sentiments.
Comrade Belikov, as head of security, I understand you've practically exhausted yourself trying to unearth this mole. How has that gone?
I am not a patient man, Belikov, or a compassionate one.
Until the mole is found, I want security increased around the bunker. Zakayev, do you have any recommendations?
We should restrict bunker access. I also want to cultivate closer relationships with all of you. I want to know your hopes, your fears, your ambitions.
Be thorough, but we don't want any significant disruptions. And you, Belikov? Who do you think should retain bunker access during the investigation? Sound thinking, Comrade Belikov. I would prefer it if only General Charkov retains his bunker key. So you will see to it.
Worry yourself no longer, sir. I've already ordered the bunker keys collected from the men.
Comrade Belikov, we are in grave danger from the capitalists. Our collective, our very way of life is at risk.
The traitor will be caught. And he will pay a high price for his betrayal.
Belikov, you are dismissed.
I'm being watched. I need a bunker key. Now, first, I'll have to kill the cameras.
Sir.
This area is restricted. If I'm spotted here, I will
what can I do for
cover.
you?
Now I need to hide the body. I have to get a bunker key for Adler. He'll need it to access the vault. Unfortunately, Charkov now has the only one. I have to get a bunker key for Adler. I'll need it to access the vault. Unfortunately, Charkov now has the only one.
Looking.
Anything unusual?
Nothing.
You hear about my assignment?
The armory guard has a weakness for Cubans. Okay, perhaps a bribe could get me inside. Adler will be pleased. Now I need to focus on the bunker key.
It's about time. Been waiting for your call.
They caused a hell of a mess in Moscow. Was it worth it?
Adler managed to get the list of sleeper agent names, despite himself. He's got balls, I'll give him that.
Bell did well.
Seemingly. But I think that team is getting too comfortable. They're acting like they know who they're dealing with.
Perhaps.
Turns out, one of those sleeper agents is tied to Operation Greenlight. Theodore Hastings. He's a nuclear engineer based out of Salt Lake City.
And you believe Hastings is the one he'll activate?
Exactly. Total surveillance is already underway. It's only a matter of time before he leads us straight to Perseus.
This is it. The recent movements of Theodore Hastings has led us here. Cuba. Right in our backyard.
A vacant government facility in the Cuban countryside has become a hub of activity for Perseus, and the likely location of the stolen nuke.
No doubt Castro allowed it.
$20 to anyone who can bring him down before me.
Who? Castro or Perseus?
Whoever.
We are not gonna let him move this nuke inside the States. It's time to take down Perseus, once and for all.
Team, wrap up any unfinished business. Once we strike, there's no turning back.
Woods, don't get any bright ideas over there.
Yeah, you've got my sure as shit guarantee on it.
May I have a word?
What's up?
You available?
Ready to roll. You ready? Let's talk. You look ready.
Yeah.
MI6 has spent the last year tracking a group of embedded Soviet agents within multiple European governments. These agents could be strategically positioned to set up a larger Soviet plan for Europe. During a recent operation, we acquired information about this group's structure. There are 3 unidentified key agents leading it, and their handler is the Soviet Major Vadim Rudnik, a name previously connected to Perseus. We have Rudnik's position and can move on him. But if we don't first identify his 3 lead agents, we risk losing our chance to take all of the embedded agents down. Check out our list of suspects here. Special evidence you find on missions will help identify the 3 lead agents. I'd advise figuring out who they are before going after Rudnik. The lead agents have been exchanging information with the KGB through a series of dead drops. MI6 believes the watch we recovered in the KGB contains an encoded list of recent drops. Let's see what you can decipher. It sounds like a partial report to Moscow on lead agent activities. This should help us narrow down the list of suspects.
The last report from Bearded Lady indicates a vote in Parliament is happening soon. He believes he has enough influence to convince others to side with him. Strongman is concerned she's been monitored. Suggests KGB run interference for her. Juggler is worried she may lose her next election. Recommends active measures against her opponents.
That ledger from Krause's apartment might hold some clues to the lead agent identities. Seems Krause was a middleman to funnel money for them. MI6 has spent the last year tracking...
The last report from Bearded Lady indicates a vote in Parliament is happening soon. He believes he has enough influence to convince others to side with him. Strongman is concerned she's been monitored. Suggests KGB run interference for her. Juggler is worried she may lose her next election. Recommends active measures against her opponents. The last report from Bearded Lady indicates a vote in Parliament is happening soon. He believes he has enough influence to convince others to side with him. Strongman is concerned she's been monitored. Suggests KGB run interference for her. Juggler is worried she may lose her next election. Recommends active measures against her opponents.
Hold on. Make it quick. I'm busy. Indeed it did. Our insider delivered in a big way. As for you, the baseline expectation around here is to surpass every expectation. So from the bottom of my ass, welcome to the team. I'm not in the business of discussing my personal views on team members to subordinates. Anything else? Plan A is Agent Azalea. We didn't pick Lazar for his charisma. He's an expert in bomb defusal. If it's live and he can't disarm it, you're still gonna get that nuke out of there. Bring a change of pants. Negative. Even at this size, Perseus could catch our scent on the wind and try to relocate. In this scenario, less is more. It's as good as it's gonna get. The intelligence community has spent years trying to track Perseus to a concrete location. This guy lives between the lines of recorded history. Nothing would put a bigger smile on my face than you personally putting him down. The projector's in the back corner if you need to go over any details from the briefing. I'm back. Go on.
Look alive. It's Adler's protege.
Bell.
Are you fucking serious right now?
Don't get him started.
Nah. Hold on. Let me set the record straight.
Here we go.
So yeah, Castro and I have some history between us. I had the opportunity to off the man, but our intel was flubbed. That sent a tidal wave of shit all the way up to DC. So if I find out that Perseus is in cahoots with Castro, and Hudson happens to find one of my bullets in Fidel's head, well, I say chalk it up to collateral damage.
Huh. Kept it under 5 minutes. I was expecting a diatribe. No, we were after a different spying case on. Huh, that's right. Our team was right next to Adler's when we touched down in Way City.
That's also the first time I had the misfortune of meeting Hudson. In all those years, nothing's changed. He still has the personality of a wet fucking blanket.
You hear that? We're fucking legends.
Yeah. Wherever we go, we bring the thunder. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. You seem pretty unimpressed over in Fake Town, USA. Or, are you talking about Mason right now?
As I live and breathe.
You got a point in saying that?
You sound concerned, too. If you're trying to be friendly, this is the dumbest way to go about it.
We're just fucking with you. You should be concerned. Yeah, well, you just snuck into the KGB with Adler, hacked their database, and got out in one piece. And I'll be going in with my boy here. If I were Perseus, I'd be running for the hills.
And I'd be calling in a mortar strike on that hill. Yeah, for Adler, it's a culmination of 3 decades of meticulous tracking. He'll probably be extra pissy on this mission. I advise you to stay focused and drop the nostalgia. Good. Then you're ready.
Yep.
Later, Bell.
large increase in coded messages. Hope it was worth it.